All right, that was Parrots Eisenberg. Great stuff. We're going to call him right now. That was a very talented video he did. We're going to get some answers on how that was created and what brought on that inspiration to do that. Very, very talented stuff. So we're going to go to Parrots Eisenberg and Malky Schwartz, who are here in Jerusalem. We'll be calling them on the phone. And on the line right now, the rap star, as heard by that music video we just played, Parrots Eisenberg and his producer, Malky Schwartz. Everyone, welcome to the program. You're on Lewis Live on Israel Sports Radio.
Hi.
Thank you so much. Hi, how you doing, Ari?
Doing great. That was very talented stuff. First question for you is, how long have you been rapping? Because clearly you have some talent. I guess you're the Israel's version of Matis Yahu. So tell us about your rapping career.
Well, thank you very much for that. I don't know about that, but, I've just been rapping to myself mostly, listening to music, singing along. And, I put up a video on my Facebook of me just doing a little skit joke thing. And Malky over here, she saw it and she got in touch with me.
All right, the video right now doing very well. It just put up pretty recently. It was put up about 8 days ago, speaking of Hanukkah, almost at 3,000 hits, so good stuff there. Now, Parrots, I have a special guest co-host in studio with me, Joel Moss, who has some questions both for you and Malky. Go ahead, Joel.
Hey, Parrots, I'm a big hip-hop head myself, man. How did you get into hip-hop?
I was bounced around a lot in school as a kid, so I got to meet all sorts of different people from all sorts of different places. And, I got into a lot of different styles of music. I'm a drummer originally for about 7 years now. And I don't know, just as I've been kind of exploring into music and different genres, I've just been toying around with different sounds.
Okay. Who are your main influences in hip-hop then?
Definitely Eminem is one of my favorites, and just because I think the way he writes is outstanding and genius. I'm pretty well-rounded.
Okay. And there's some pretty fast lyrics there. How fast can you rap? You're like the Jewish Twister almost.
Well, I appreciate that. That's actually who I was thinking of when I made the video. That's who I was trying to channel, him and Busta Rhymes. But, I'm kind of in between different genres right now. We're mixing it up a lot. My videographer's here. She's also aching to get in a few words about Red Shorts Films, which is actually the production company that was behind the making of the video.
Yeah. Have you actually like tested yourself to see how many words you can rap in in 10 seconds?
I haven't done that yet, although that's an idea. I've been told since I was younger that I can talk fast, and I don't know. It just when I saw the other covers of that song on YouTube, I felt like I wanted to try it because I wanted to challenge myself.
Sweet.
By the way, let's talk about Red Short Films as you brought this up. Red Short Films, of course, the production company who made this. Can we get Malky on so she can tell us a bit about the company?
I'm here.
Okay, Malky, tell us a bit about it, how long that Red Short Films has been in existence, and what are some of the goals of the company?
Well, I started my own company when I was in 8th grade, and mainly I did things around my neighborhood, but slowly but surely I got myself out there. I did promotional films, short clips, but right now I'm currently studying in film school. I'm in my 4th year, so I'm planning on graduating soon and hopefully going on to bigger things.
Okay, and tell us again, so as Parrots mentioned, he put up the rapping on Facebook. You contacted him. What did you see in Parrots that would make the video a success?
Well, my friend Ariella was watching it because she was friends with him first, and I saw it, and for some reason it just clicked that, Hanukkah's coming up soon. I really wanted to possibly do a video. I wasn't sure if I'm going to have time, and I saw this, and I just had her message him, and he literally put together the lyrics in about 2 days, and we just went from there, and that's...
Yeah, it's pretty crazy when you think about it, because about a week before the day it was posted was the first I had even heard of the idea to make the rap, and, it was a lot of words, and she said, if you want to do it, I'd be interested in making a video, and I just got right to work, and it turned out pretty well.
Hey, Malky, this is Joel. I was just wondering where you got your ideas for the video. Did you come in with any premeditated idea for it, or did you want to suit the video around Parrots?
Well, I wanted to be true to myself also, since I'm a filmmaker. But I mean, I did study this for a couple of years, so I knew what kind of genre people like, and people don't like just a steady camera. So the camera work I played with, a lot was done in editing also. But
Okay, and where did you guys film the video?
literally all around Jerusalem. We went to we went to some place where we thought that they would have graffiti. Turns out they had painted over it the day before. So we had to change locations, but we ended up finding a good spot, and then if not, we just went from apartment to apartment trying to find a place, and we finally found a good place.
Malky, did you say, gosh darn, I can't believe they cleaned up this mess? We were hoping for a mess.
Yeah, we said just our luck.
I was actually the one that had suggested it because in my previous band, we had done a couple of our shots in front of that same wall, and I remember it had come out well, so I said, oh, I have the perfect spot, and they were there painting it when we got there. It was crazy, so luckily we found the other spot a little bit close by.
Hey, Peretz, I was just wondering, what presents do you actually get for Hanukkah? Because all I get pretty much are just candles and donuts. I luck out, man.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Well, I was just wondering what presents you actually get for Hanukkah, because all I ever get are just donuts and candles.
Yeah. I actually have the greatest mom ever who is always good at getting gifts. Lately, it's been kind of becoming iTunes cards because it costs money to send things from New York, where I'm originally from. So, I've been getting some interesting gifts, though, from some friends, some joke gifts.
Yeah? What'd you get? What was your favorite present this year?
Well, one of my favorites was a sweater that I had gotten when someone had seen mine in the video. He went out and said, hey, man, congratulations. Here's a good sweater. I don't know, he was just joshing me, but that was a good one because it looked actually nice, and I actually like the sweater now. So, joke's on him, I guess.
Okay. And what's next? When are we going to hear the next Peretz rap then?
Well, currently we are working on something. We don't have a date yet for its release, but we are currently working on something, and we would love to hear what people want us to put out, all different genres. If people want to actually participate, that would even make it better, but we are currently working on something. Yeah, definitely check out Red Schwartz Films on YouTube and Facebook. Like it, share it, comment, give us ideas. We already have a bunch. But we're looking forward to getting things out on a soon-to-be regular basis. We're still working it out. It's all kind of new, but we've really been appreciating the support we've been getting.
Yeah, so and Peretz, is there any flows you can drop for us right now?
Any flows I can drop for you right now? Oh, man, now I'm on the spot. I can try and do a little something from within the song live.
Yeah, that'd be great, man.
All right. Excuse me. Whenever you come in, then we gotta hide it, then we gotta show that we are so united, so we let them know that we'll never fight it. Now we gotta get it, because you know that we're in it to win it, so you better bear grinning. Then I'm gonna win it, everything and anything, bada boom, bada bing, and don't forget the same. We got songs about so much about the super short, score, we're gonna get it again and again. And I'm running out of breath, but the song ain't even over this. Sell it out less, so watch me as a smile if you want to call the rest, because we'll be here a while. So now I'm representing Jews in the East and all my Jews in the West. Well, I needed more, but we may do it less, because you know that we conservative, I guess. Tell me that you're not impressed.
Yeah, nice stuff.
Great stuff. It's interesting because you mentioned obviously certain religious aspects, going to Minyan and so on, and it seemed kind of like for a while that people who were religious couldn't really be artists. It seems like there's a new trend where both can coincide. Give us your thoughts about that.
You know what? It's funny you should mention that, 'cause when you just brought up Monticello, I thought of the same thing. A lot of today's music has been becoming a lot more individualized, and people are really starting to see less what they're looking at as like a person or or like a religious belief, and they're just more interested in the production value, because these days, thanks to YouTube and all this other social media, talent's really coming from everywhere, and people have really learned not to say, oh, it's just some Jewish white boy about some Jewish holiday that I know nothing about. Instead, they're like, well, let's give it a click and see what we got. And people have been surprised. People have been great. So.
All right. One of the things I also wanted to touch upon, you thought about making songs for other holidays, Purim, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur rap. That'd be pretty interesting. So are you going to stick with making songs about holidays?
Well, I'll say that we definitely want to make more holiday songs. We may or may not be limiting it to that, because we have a lot of ideas. Like I said, 2 weeks ago, this was not even thought, and now it's this whole, I'm on Israel Sports Radio. So, I mean, we're still toying around and trying to figure out what people want to see, but we definitely hope to be expanding into some good things.
Now, originally you're from Muncie, New York, and I've been to Muncie a few times. I like the place, but Muncie, sometimes in the Haredi world or ultra-Orthodox world, they'd be against this type of thing. Have you gotten any negative feedback at all?
I've been waiting for the negative feedback. Most of it's been coming from my family and friends that are just giving me a hard time, going like, all the faces that I'm making and stuff, because when you're talking that fast, it's hard to think about what you're looking like. But I've actually gotten mostly positive. I can't really think of any negative comments that I've been getting. I don't know, Malky, how about you?
The only thing that I've been getting from the older crowd that they don't really understand rap.
Okay.
But we're not planning on only doing rap, so they can stay tuned for that.
And I'm also curious, because the video was shot very well, very professionally. How long did it take you to make that video?
Well, why don't you take a guess first? What would you think, looking at the video?
Probably 3 days.
I'd say a week.
Oh, all right. We had about, from when we decided to start shooting it, well, you did that, you tell me.
We did 2 days of actual production, going out on set, filming, organizing, and then 2 days of editing. That was pretty much the whole thing. Okay,
so but the actual shooting is 2 days. So, parents, you were out there for 2 days. Basically, for those who don't know how a music video is made, it's basically lip syncing, because obviously you're not, there isn't. I mean, you could sing along, but you're just basically mouthing the words. They put the audio in later, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
So was that a little weird for you, kind of doing that when there's no music going on and you have to kind of remember everything? And because making a music video, for those who have made it, it's kind of a weird process. You don't see the whole picture. It's really a producer's art. So was that a little weird for you?
Let me tell you took the words right out of my mouth. It was so weird. I was lucky to meet Malky, who had such a good vision for it, because I'll tell you that the lip syncing itself, we put the music on in the background since the audio wasn't going to be used. And I don't know, it actually was a lot more natural for me to lip sync it. This was like 2 days after I had written it, and I hadn't even really fully memorized it. It was very nerve-wracking, but Malky really had the vision in her head, and I don't know, I just had to trust it, because if it was up to me, we would have done things differently, and it wouldn't have come out as good. I lack that vision.
All right, one of the things also I'm curious about, because I saw you at the Rebels game, the Hanukkah Bowl, Rebels Kings. So we see you around town doing different things. What are some of the sports you like locally and non-locally as well?
Well, that football game was quite a nail-biter, and I actually really enjoyed that. I also didn't know that the Israeli Football League could deliver that kind of performance. So I will definitely be checking more of that out, because I'm a big football guy. I'm watching the games online every Sunday night. So football, of course. I'm also a big basketball guy. I'm loving the Orlando Magic, although Dwight Howard going to the Lakers, I still haven't quite gotten over that yet, but, see how things go.
All right, now let's go to football, because the two New York teams, Giants, Jets, had a really bad weekend. I don't know who had it worse. The Giants got blown out 34-0. The Jets, who should have won the game but against Tennessee but did not. Are you fans of those two teams, the Jets and the Giants?
Well, the Jets, no, because being a Jets fan is pretty much the hardest thing one can do in life. So Giants, I am a fan, and it was really depressing to see that after they did such a good job with the Saints. I was kind of disappointed in that, but, luckily I have this to keep me busy, so I wasn't thinking about it too much.
All right, what do you think? Give us some predictions of who's going to the Super Bowl, and will the Giants end up making the postseason?
You know what? I really don't know, because, the last 2 weeks have been the opposite ends of the spectrum. So if they can just throw that off as a slump, I see the Giants getting to the playoffs, maybe even Super Bowl if they really pull it together. Another surprising team this season so far has been the Texans. They've been doing really good. So,
well, the Texans were my pick to come out of the AFC. So I'll be a little nervous when they go to the postseason, because they were destroyed by Green Bay, by the Patriots. So when they play the top tier teams, they don't seem to do as well. But if the Giants right now are 8-6. If they win the final two games, they'll get to 10 wins. And last year they were 9-7 and won the Super Bowl. They have the ability, when they play right, to beat anybody, as you probably saw when they destroyed the Packers. But can they get the final two wins and get into the postseason is the question.
Well, let me tell you, I hope so. They say any given Sunday anything can happen, and the squad's definitely there. they just got to pull it together and get the last 2 wins and end the season on a strong note, and I think we'll be okay.
All right, and then going to basketball real quick before we let you go. Of course, the Knicks doing very well if the season ended right now. Number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Carmelo playing very well. What do you think? What are your thoughts on the Knicks? Are they legitimate? Will they be able to dethrone the Miami Heat for the Eastern Conference's top team?
Well, I'll be honest. I never really got into Knicks basketball because originally my friends from Orlando were the ones that got me into it, so I've always been the Magic guy. That having been said, the Knicks have been doing some crazy stuff, and you know what? Why not? I don't see why they can't get rid of Miami. I mean, it took them long enough to get their act together anyway. Plus, there's LA, and Miami's gonna be worrying about that. So, you know, anything can happen. Although, honestly, I'm feeling a Miami Lakers NBA Finals this year.
You still think the
Lakers? I
Lakers?
know the Lakers aren't doing that well yet, but they'll pick it up.
So that's what you think, right? Because that's what Joel's going to say. I mean, the Lakers are below 500. You think they're going to turn this around, though?
You know what? As much as I hate to say it, yeah, they always seem to, and it always upsets me because I don't like them after what they did to us in, 2010? That was terrible. And ever since then, I've had a grudge against Kobe and them Lake
2009.
Yeah, 2009 when they beat your Magic in the NBA Finals in 5 games. But you hate the Lakers as it is. Obviously, how much more do you hate them that they took Dwight Howard away from your team?
Yeah. I had a bunch of yeshiva friends that I used to argue with before he went, and all from L.A., and they all called me up, and they're like, hey, guess what, number 12, center, who's your center? And it's been hard.
Definitely don't blame for there. All right, so the video, if everyone can check that out, it's Le'hadlik Ner, or you can just type in Peretz Eisenberg in YouTube. That'll be the first video that comes up. Hanukkah rap, made by Red Shorts Films, which
check that out,
Malky Schwartz is in charge of that, and the video getting closer to 3,000 hits, so everyone can go on there and get it up to a higher level. Parents, congratulations on the success. Malky, to you as well, and look forward to more great videos coming out of the both of you.
Yeah, give it a couple of weeks. You guys will upseed Justin Bieber on the YouTube count too. I'm expecting millions.
Thanks so much. We really appreciate it.
All right, be well, everyone. Have a great rest of the week, and we will be in touch. Thank you so much.
Great work, guys.
You too. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.
All right, that was Peretz Eisenberg and Malky Schwartz from Red Short Films.
Oh, man. Can I tell you what happened when he asked the question about how fast I can talk?
You didn't answer.
I forgot the question.
I know.
And I was
trying to point out to you.
I was like...